100 times bigger. 2 times 10 is 20. 10, 20, yes. So 20 divided by 10 is 2. Yes, times and divide, do the opposite. Times by 10, put a 0 on the end. Times by 10, put a 0 on the end. 3 times 10 equals 30. 30 divided by 10 equals 3. Yeah, this is a triad. 3, 10, 30. They mix together. You could also do 30 divided by 3 equals 10. In one order they times, in the other two orders they divide. They're a triad. These three numbers go together. Just like these three numbers go together. 30 sweets shared by 10 kids is 3 each. Yes. 5 times 10 is 50. 50 divided by 10 is 5. Yes. Divide by 10, take a 0 off the end. Yes, so long as there's a 0 there, then that works perfectly. 4 times 10 is 40. 40 divided by 10 is 4. Gets you back to the 4 again. Something times 10 is 90. 9 times 10 is 90. 90 divided by 10 is 9. If 10 people give you $9, you've got $90. If your $90 is then shared between 10 people, each one gets $9. It goes back again. 90 ants shared by 10 ant eaters. It's 9 each. 10 times 10 is 100. 100 divided by 10 is 10. Divided by 10, take a 0 off the end. 11 times 10 is 11 with a 0. 1,110 divide by 10, take the 0 off the end. Divide by 10, take a 0 off the end. 97 times 10, 97 with a 0 on the end. 970. And 970, if you take a 0 off it, gives you back the 97. 379 times by 10 will give you the 0 on the end. 3,790. 3,790 divide by 10 equals 379. Cool. Should I put that in? Maybe I don't. Well, I'll just leave it as a go. Something times 10 is 1,350. 135. 1,350 divide by 10. Take a 0 off. 135. 135. Divide by 10. Take a 0 off the end. 4 times 100 is 400. Yes. 400 divided by 100 is 4. 400 flies shared by 100 spiders is 4 each. Yeah, spiders are good for getting rid of flies. There we go. 7 times 100 is 700. Times 100, put 2 zeros on the end. 700 divided by 100 is 7. Times by 100, put 2 zeros on the end. 37 times 100. In America, that's called 3,700. In England, 3,700. 3,700 divide by 100 is 37. Yeah, take 2 zeros off. Divide by 100, take 2 zeros off the end. Yes. As long as there are 2 zeros. No, those ones go harder ones later. Something times 100 is 900. Oh, 9 times 100 is 900. So 900 divided by 100 gives you back the 9. Divide by 100, take 2 zeros off the end. 7 times 1,000. 7 people give you $1,000. You've got $7,000. $7,000 shared between 1,000 people. They each get 7. That's not very much. Divide by 1,000. Take 3 zeros off the end. Something times 1,000 is 3,000. 3 times 1,000 is 3,000. $3,000 divided by 1,000. Well, I should really have the comma in there. I think I should editing that. $3,000 shared between 1,000 people. Everyone gets $3 each. Divide by 1,000. Take 3 zeros off the end. 2 times 10 equals 20. 20 divided by 10 equals 2. 20 shoes shared by 10 cats. Cats? 20 shoes. Cats. Divide by is 2 each. That does make sense. It's just cats usually have 4. That would make them unhappy. 2.5 times 10 is 25. Now if there's no if you've got a decimal point, you move it one place when you times by 10. And if you've got no 0 on the end, you put the decimal point in. You move it by one place. Times by 10, move the dot one place bigger. 3 times 10 is 30. 30 divided by 10 is back to the 3. 1.5 times 10 is 15. Move the dot to make it 10 times bigger. Move it one place. 15 divided by 10 equals 1.5. Divide by 10, move the dot one place smaller. 3.5 times 10 is 35. 35 divided by 10 is 3.5, gets it back again. 35 cakes shared by 10 kids is 3.5 each. 45 times 10, 4.5, there's a dot there, 4.5 is 45. Move the dot to make it 10 times bigger. Move it one place. 45 divided by 10 is 4.5. Something point something times 10 is 75. 7.5. 75 divided by 10, 7.5. Move the dot one place when you're dividing by 10 or times by 10. 0.5 times 10 is 5. 5 divided by 10 is 0.5. Something times 10 is 2. 0.2 times 10 is 2. 2 divided by 10 is back to the 0.2 again. Dividing and times do the opposite. Oh, too far. 2.3 times 10 is 23. 23 divided by 10. 23 cakes divided by 10 people, they get 2.3 each, which is just a little bit less than 2 1/3. 3.8 times 10 is 38. 38 divided by 10 is 3.8. Divide by 10, move the dot one place. Divide by 10, move the dot one place. Something point something times 10 is 26. 2.6. 26 divided by 10 is gets you to 2.6 again. Divide does the opposite to times. 1.25 times 10 is 12.5. Yes, the dot moves one place to make it 10 times bigger. 12.5. 12.5 cakes divided by 10 is 1 1/4 each. Divide by 10, move the dot one place. 0.25 is worth a quarter. 6.78 times by 10, move the dot one place. 67.8. Something something divided by 10 is 6.78. 67.8 divided by 10. Divide by 10, move the dot one place. Oh, I think that should have a full stop there. Editing. Editing. Cool. Phew. 1.85 times 10 is 18.5. 1.85 If 10 people give you 1.85 meters of cotton, you've got 18.5 meters of cotton. It works for everything, but I say cotton because, yeah, people use cotton to fix clothes. And divide by 10. Okay, so that should have a 5 there. Editing. 18.5 divided by 10 is 1.85. Okay, here we go. Something times by 10 is 15.3. 1.53 times 10 is 15.3. 15.3 divided by 10 is 1.53 again. Gets you it back. They're the opposites. 0.13 times 10 is 1.3. 1.3 divided by 10 is 0.13 again. Yeah. Divide by 10, move the dot 1 place. 0.78 times 10 is 7.8. Move the dot 1 place to make it 10 times bigger. 7.8 divide by 10 is 0.78. Divide by 10, move the dot 1 place. Yes, I do my 7s like that. You can do a 7 like that or a 7 like that. The problem with that 7 is it looks very much like a 1. So I do my 7s like that. So something times by 10 equals 2.4. 0.24 times by 10 is 2.4. 2.4 divided by 10 is 0.24 again. 1.85 times 100 is 185. 185 divided by 100 is 1.85. Divide by 100, move the dot 2 places. 2.67 times 100. Move the dot twice. 267. 267 divide by 100 is 2.67. The numbers stay in the same order. 100. Red. Move the dot 2 places. In Hong Kong, the money that's $100 is a red piece of paper. Well, actually it's made of linen, which is clothes. Paper money is not made of paper because it will fall apart too quickly. 4.32 times 100 is 432. Move the dot 2 places. 1, 2. And it disappears. We never put the dot at the end like that. That would be... It just looks horrible. Something divided by 100 is 4.32. 432 divided by 100 is 4.32. Divide by 100, move the dot 2 places. Something times 100 is 876. 8.76 times 100 is 876. 876 divided by 100 gives you back the 8.76. 876, 876. The numbers, when you're dividing 10, 100, 1,000, oh, here's 1,000. Stay 2. Divide by 100, move the dot 2 places. Times 100. Times 1,000, move the dot 3 places. That's correct. 0.341 times 1,000 is 341. 341 divided by 1,000 will give you, go back, 0.41. Divide by 1,000, move the dot 3 places. Something, something, 0. something, something, something times 1,000 is 234. Well, that's going to be a 234 then. Check it out on your calculator or Google it. Yes! $234 divided by 1,000 people. They're not going to get much each. Divide by 1,000, sand. The Hong Kong dollar note that's $1,000 is sand coloured. So that makes it a lot easier for my students to remember how to spell 1,000. 0.041 times 1,000 is 41. Yep. Move the dot 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Click, click, click. 41 divided by 1,000 gives me back the 0.041. Divide by 1,000. Move the dot 3 places. 0.0 something something times 1,000 is 56. 0.056 because you move the dot 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 56 divided by 1,000 gives you back the 0.056. Divide by 1,000, move the dot 3 places. Wow. Something point something 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 times 1,000 is 72. Well, I need the 72 to be there. Move it once, move it twice, move it 3 times. Yes, gives me the 72. 72 divided by 1,000. Move the dot 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 0.072. Divide by 1,000. Move the dot 3 places. Right. Can I do them now? 46 times 10. That's 1 0. 4, 6, 0. 8.4 times 10. Okay, move the dot. If you've got a dot, you have to move it. 84. 784. Divide by 100. There's no zeros to take off, so we have to move the dot 2 times. 7.84. 0.65 times 100. Times it to move it twice, making it bigger. 65. Ooh, don't need quite as much room there. Cool! Press my picture, get more of my videos. Press like, press subscribe. Bye!